Hello, I am Sharif Abu Zaid from Translation Partner. If you plan to translate your website into one language or more, there are a few points that you need to consider because, simply speaking, translating your website is not just one word for another. You are translating your website into a totally different culture that needs to be considered. So, here are the few points that you need to put into consideration while translating your website. First, you need to consider the language and tone of your website. Maybe you say that, yeah, why consider language? It is just a translation process. Let me give you an example. Let's say that you want to translate your website into Spanish. You need to clearly state to your translation team what type of Spanish you want. Do you want your Spanish for Spain, or you want Spanish for Mexico? The same applies if you want to translate your website into Arabic. Do you need your website to be translated into Egyptian Arabic or Arabic for United Arab Emirates, or maybe all the Arab countries? You need to clearly state that because this will have an impact in the language and tone used while translating your website. The second consideration is that the layout of your website. Some languages are read from left to right and others are read from right to left. This will have an impact in the layout and design of your website. After completing the translation process, you need to have a native speaker to have a look at the finalized website to make sure that everything looks perfectly according to the target culture criteria. The last point that you need to consider is the search engine optimization elements. Translating a website or having a website in Spanish, for example, can be a very good marketing strategy to attract the people who search for or just add Spanish queries in Google to find your website. So your translation team need to consider the translating your meta description, meta titles, and your images, alt text, and maybe even localizing your website URLs. All of this needs to be considered by your translation team. And here at Translation Partner, we have helped hundreds of global brands who wanted to translate their website. Maybe some of them were like e-commerce websites, educational websites, software as a business websites, and other type of businesses. We have a very wide team of native translators and localizers who are very familiar with the optimal process or the perfect process for translating a website. If you need to discuss the plan of translating your website, feel free to book a meeting with me or with one of our team members by clicking the button down below this video. Now, thanks so much for watching this video, and I'm waiting for your call.